guys? My name is Stray Shot, and welcome to Taco Talks, the show brought to you by United Brotherhood, where we just talk about stuff for an hour. So this week we have our usual cast and crew plus a few additions, so I'm just going to read off the list once again. So first off, we got Agent Orange,
Hey, what up, guys?
got Bud Roaster, our sound guy.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
You guys know Delta,
Yo, what up?
and apparently his girlfriend is here as well, so I'm told.
Hey, yeah.
And we got Mario,
What up?
and then Tiger.
Hey, what's up?
We have Trident,
Mm-hmm.
and this new guy, Irish bloke, he just joined the group. Say what up.
Hey guys, what's going on?
All right, Tiger, carry us along to the first topic.
Okay, roger that. So the first topic at hand, it's not really a topic, just the usual from every podcast. We're gonna discuss about the events, what happened in the meeting yesterday, and what happened in the meeting yesterday, and the events that followed.
AO made terrible jokes.
Terrible
And-
jokes.
And went to go get water.
They were
Yeah.
good jokes, man.
What jokes did he make?
They
The
were
space
good
jokes.
jokes. Well,
He
my
made space
jokes,
jokes? Oh, I
my
missed
jokes were stellar. What are you talking
They were
about?
puns.
them. Could you say they were out of this world?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, AO? You're a star.
Oh,
Oh.
so precious.
All right. Anyway, and then
Promotion
we did
for
a
Blood
little,
Roaster.
then we did like a little event thing, and all good, all in good fun.
Yeah, it was what was it? The engineers versus tanks and ton of wars. And what's the other one? Sniper.
Sniper battle.
Yeah. I know the
Yeah, Tunnel Wars. That was fun.
yeah, people love ton of wars. So we're probably gonna
That's legit, for sure.
designate an entire night just for ton of wars. That was really fun.
Yeah, we can do that. Some people posted, well, not posted, but they gave some suggestions of just doing one game and just enhancing it as we, switch up certain things. So I think that's a pretty good idea. We can mix it up next time we play Tunnel Wars, different kind of weapons and stuff like that. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be hella fun.
Can't wait. Okay, so let's go to this our first topic at hand. If you could go to another world to colonize and you couldn't come back to Earth, what would you do? Why or why not?
All right. I have an answer.
Oh, corrections. What would you do it? Why or why not? So
You can't
let's
go, but you can't come back.
yeah,
Are we going
That's
top to
decision.
bottom or just
go ahead,
Wow.
Shai. You're pretty eager to answer this one.
Okay, so what I would like to know is number one, where are we going? And also some information on said planet. Because there are a lot of things to consider here.
Okay, let's go
Because
to the
number
more realistic one.
I think it's
Mars.
a leap of faith.
Mars? No.
Mars
let me
isn't the
explain
most
why.
realistic. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Mars would be silly for us to colonize. Number one, it has like no atmosphere. So it'd be very hard to actually terraform it. And two, it's like half the size of Earth, which means it has less gravity. Our bodies are designed to work at Earth gravity, not any other far-off gravity like Mars. And really, nothing in our solar system, in my opinion, would be worth colonizing or as a replacement Earth. But
Okay, I guess it'll
if
be the
it's
better.
Mars, I would not go.
Okay, what about just a totally different solar system? The same environment as Earth.
2.
Same environment as Earth.
Yeah, but you're just away, hundreds of light years away.
And
even
I know before I leave that it's going to be like Earth.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I guess it's identical. It's just
Yeah.
Is it like colonized like Earth, or is it like?
No, it's just a forest
you're
planet.
colonizing
There are
You're
living
so,
things
like,
there.
What are the animals there like? Are you gonna like? Can you get eaten or like?
You
Well,
have
yeah,
no
I'm
idea.
pretty-
Is it
interested,
pretty
so-
alright over there?
So first of all, with our current technological level, we have no way of telling if a planet is Earth-like from that far away, because the way we actually discover these planets is we point our telescope at a star, right, and then if we see the light levels change just slightly based on how much the light changes, we can figure out how big a planet is in its orbit, just roughly. So we couldn't actually tell if a planet is actually has water and such. But if we were to go to an Earth-like planet, I would probably do it, but you still have to be careful because this is life that may have evolved completely separate from ours, and there are things that may be dangerous to us, or vice versa. There could be some unknown virus that could just easily wipe us out that we wouldn't know how to deal with because it's completely different structure than what we have here on Earth, or
That's
transversely,
too far.
we can mess up the the ecosystem there inadvertently. I think a lot about this stuff, so but
I think you're going way too far past the question. Just answer the fucking question.
I did, and then I elaborated my point, and this will help you guys, because I've
but-
read a little bit about this.
Wouldn't the whole point it be a leap of faith though, like Delta's suggesting? I mean,
Yeah.
you have this opportunity to go to a planet you know nothing about, and they need people to go there and see what's up. That's basically it. Do you do it or not?
But hold on, was this a civilization question or was this the planet question?
Would you colonize that
question,
planet?
Yeah, like
Okay.
get to be like the first few people there.
Yeah.
And what's scary about that to me is you could be going somewhere, and you met, obviously you don't get to come back, but you could just die in the middle of nowhere on some desolate planet, and that would just suck.
What about the trip there? You can just die on the trip there too.
That's another thing is with our,
You guys
unless we
think this
figure
too
out
far.
this is
I'll
what I
answer
do.
the question. I'll
There's
answer the
just
question.
so much risk.
What I think is the question is asking. Okay, would I do it? Or would I not do it? I would not do it. And for the reason I would not do it is because I have ties here. I have all the family, all the things that I
Good
that I care
answer,
about
Delta.
here. Yeah, no, exactly. It's boring, but it's the truth, right? I still have a lot of experiences to do on Earth that I haven't known, so I'm not gonna force myself to go in an environment I have no idea about, and then and I'm more of a conservative person, so that's why I would stay here.
Well, I'm the opposite of Delta, so I will do it, but only if they let me grow space weed.
I agree there.
Well, basically, you want to get high then.
Well, but what are you gonna? Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna grow. I'm
grow
gonna
it on
grow
the
a
ship
whole
on the way
space
there?
weed industrial complex, dude. They're gonna have a whole side of the ISS that's gonna be. No, I'm just kidding. But
I'll agree with Delta's comment though. I think the decision factor has to do whether you're alone and you have no ties and fuck it, let's just go and see what's up. I take it as an adventure, rather than knowing that you have family and people here or kids or wives, and you taking that leave, saying goodbye to them for the last time, that you're not coming back no matter what the outcome is. You're still not coming back. So I think it's a little more of a social status of the person, whether or not you go or don't. I still think it would be an adventure in itself, right? To go somewhere where no one
yeah,
has gone
I mean,
before.
I see it like it's that pioneering spirit. You're going out and something new and unknown.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
that's something that we don't really experience here on Earth right now because let's be real, they've pretty much explored everywhere. It's hard to find
You'd
a place
think
that's
we haven't
completely
explored
untouched.
everywhere. We still haven't explored the
Well,
deep
parts
sea.
of the Amazon.
Oh,
That's-
no,
Yeah,
like-
and the ocean. Yeah, sure.
Believe me, yeah.
And the and the problem is like getting out to these places that are outside our solar system is a feat in and of itself that we have yet to actually
We've
figure
spent
out.
more money in the U.S. on space exploration by a long shot than researching the oceans, but that's another discussion.
Well, understand the ocean wasn't going to beat the Russians.
Fair enough. Oh my goodness.
You can't
Try-
fire lasers from the ocean.
Right. Try and go ahead. Want to hear your spew.
Yeah, I think I would definitely go to another planet. I mean, you could die, like you guys were saying, and the
But
depths of
presumably
space.
you make it. Is the idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
good,
It's like
good.
it's just like Interstellar.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
understand,
yeah.
because you could be a Matt Damon or you could be a McConaughey. You could either make
You
it
don't
or you
wanna
die.
take Matt Damon.
McConaughey. I'll be McConaughey.
I'd take Damon. But
Just
take
because
Damon
I'd be
too. Holy shit,
all
it's
right,
cool.
all
Yeah.
right, all right.
Matt Damon in The Martian, right?
well, yeah, you could be. Yeah, exactly. You would. Well, you would be like
So we're talking about
them
Interstellar.
crossed over, right? Because you'd be like the Martian, but in Interstellar, in a faraway galaxy.
You could
where,
just be like Neil deGrasse Tyson and just exist through all of space and time at once.
Just with your spaceship and the imagination.
Let's
That's
be real,
right.
we'd all just be Sandra Bullock from Gravity.
Oh,
George Clooney?
he was the best part of that movie.
So you're gonna go, right?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, see you later.
That's cool. Any reason why?
I think it'd be fun, Assuming, I think the question kind of implies that you make it. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it's just
yeah.
like a big.
About the social bounds, the question is asking more than the realistic bound.
What do you mean?
Social bounds like
You can't come back.
Yeah, like, okay, so like, am I going with people? Because I don't know how to
Yeah,
fly a
you're going with
spaceship.
people.
You go with people. You're not going by
Yeah.
You're
You're
gonna
yourself.
be- you're gonna be stuck in a
You won't even
spaceship
be
for
given a
years.
house. You'll just
Two of every
you'll
animal,
just starve
of
and die
course.
there.
It's just a
Man.
giant fucking arc, dude, that goes
Oh
to
my
space.
God.
A space arc.
I mean, if we're like talking about Star Trek here, I definitely hop on board the USS Enterprise.
Yeah, you should be fine
Any
as long
day.
as the rest of your crew is not a bunch of chucks. You'll be
Yeah.
okay.
I don't mind one
I mean,
being
no
a truck for me.
promises, but
Mario?
Like, yeah, I'd believe, like, that would be very fun to do. Like, go in there to an uncharted area, of course, and then, like, making it civilized and stuff, and making your own, like, cities and stuff, and being the leader of everything. I mean, you are the leader, right?
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty fun. It's just
I get
like,
to step on the planet first. Like that's part of the deal.
you get to make some phrase that gets wrote all over everything for, like, historical sites and everything.
That's
But
one
I mean,
small leap for
User in your
mankind. Or
channel
what is
timed
it?
one small
Small
step for man,
User
one
entered your
One
channel.
giant leap.
humongous step for mankind.
Writing penis everywhere you see.
Oh my lord.
Or
But, I mean-
draw it out
Whoa.
so the telescope sees it.
You're cutting off Delta. So you'll do it, and
Everyone's
Mario.
lagging.
actually, Mario, can you stop talking? Okay, Sersha, can you talk?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. I think it's just Mario on his side.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back to you, Mario. Irish, you want to give your spew as well?
I mean, I don't know. Do I have like any incentive for going, or is it just like as things are right now?
We get to make your phrase. You get to be the first one to step on the planet.
I mean,
Yeah,
that goes
it's
back
like-
to the ties thing. I mean, as of right now, I wouldn't want to go because I've got like a girlfriend and like a family here. But like,
Okay.
let's say like by some means they were gone and I had nothing here. Yeah, I'd go. Like, why not? What else do I have to do? Like, I think it'd be awesome to go to like another planet and see what's out there.
I like how this guy thinks. Okay. Yeah, I would go as well. I mean, I have nothing else tying me down here on Earth. I will actually want to be in the history books, being the first group of people going to a different planet and colonizing it.
I'm surprised so many of you said you'd go. Actually.
Yeah. Don't you have ties to us, Tiger?
what, you don't
who
think we
said
can
you
Yeah,
play
guys
but
don't
Battlefield?
have
okay.
It's just
Let-
Tiger wants to earn his stripes.
You don't think we can play Battlefield from Earth too?
Well,
I
the
mean,
thing
Wait, it would
is,
be cool if you actually, you can't make it, but you can still send messages back to Earth, and then they can know that you're there. That would be kind of cool.
Battlefield
You have to
from
go on
Mars.
leave forever. So.
All I'm
Every move he
envisioning in my head
makes,
is,
we
like,
receive it 6 minutes later.
yeah, but that's wait, Mars is 14 minutes delayed, right? Or is
Yeah.
it 7?
I think you're right. I think it's.
No,
Yeah,
the
that's
sun is 8.
No, that's light years.
Yeah,
light.
so who's saying that in the future when we could do this, it wouldn't be internet travels by light?
Oh, this is true
That's
because by the time,
still- that would still take like 5 hours to get from Earth to like Pluto, say.
man,
That's
it's
still
gonna
not
be
very-
it's gonna be like a 5-hour lag.
Yeah, light does not travel like that fast if you look at the entire size of the universe.
Yeah.
could be like an avatar where they
What
like,
if we could,
cryo
like-
freeze you.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool if we could like
We'll
become
just
another being.
run a really, really long Ethernet cable.
Make sure
No,
your
fiber.
asteroid cuts it.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
would do
be
it,
fiber optic.
and my
for
reason
sure.
why is because I want to be one of the first humans to go, be down in history for it.
See,
Mario?
Jose Rodriguez wants to be in the books.
Oh yeah, Mario, you there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, even though I could do all that, I wouldn't go because, like, I just feel like I would be giving up a little too much at the same time.
But you'd be gaining a lot too.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would, like, as I said, it definitely sounds like a fun experience. It's just, like, I just don't feel like giving up what I have here.
I mean, that's how I see it, is you doing a huge favor for humanity.
Yeah, we would
Yeah.
build this gigantic Mountain Dew statue in front of your house.
Yeah, if you were sponsored by Mountain Dew, how cool would that be?
Mario 2016.
Dude,
We could
think of
call
all
it-
the
we could
montage
call it the
parodies
Fountain
we made
Dew.
about your space trip.
Fountain of Dew.
Fountain Dew.
Yeah, Yeah, Mario's gonna
We
feed
call
Mountain
Dew
Dew to
Life.
the native aliens on whatever planet he finds.
My slogan for the planet is "What would you do?"
Ooh. Wow. Save your jokes for the last part of the podcast.
How much does Mountain Dew pay you to advertise during these meetings, Mario?
Well, they pay me
we'll
$7.50
bleep
an
those
hour.
parts out. But
Right?
Yeah,
They
it's
pay
in his
me-
contract. He can't disclose.
Well, I mean, I can't disclose certain things. I get a free case, a 24-pack sent to my house daily. I get.
You're
there's
not
a,
at your house, so it's wasted.
Oh, I mean, like in about 5 years, they said they'd build a factory out in the field here. And
Build
I
a-
get about
build a well.
they tape 750 onto the side of the case, and they give me just a lot of Mountain Dew. I like it.
Okay.
Wow.
Good.
My girlfriend says you sound cute.
Oh wait, we forgot
that's
about
nice.
Delta's
Aw.
girlfriend's response. Does she want to answer this, Delta?
Well, I'll go if I hit my 70s.
Oh.
Oh, she just beat all of you.
you're kidding me? She's probably gonna say, "Hell yeah! To leave this guy, I'll go anywhere you want."
Delta, what if you both get to go together? Like you're the two head astronauts. Then would you go?
I would still not go.
Oh.
All
Okay.
right.
And what's your
Someone's
reason
like,
why?
"You."
What's her reason why if she does go?
Well, if I go in my 70s, I think being away from Earth's gravity will do my joints some good.
Actually, that's actually good thinking.
Yeah? Is this true? Okay, let's go to the next topic at hand. Do aliens exist? Why or why not?
Yes.
Nice.
Blair.
So let's get Delta's girlfriend the first try of this. What do you think?
For sure.
Why?
Yeah, well, I mean, how would we know they don't exist?
Is this true?
That's
Didn't
counter
Abraham
logic.
Lincoln proved it, didn't he?
Wait, what?
No. Don't listen
The
to this guy.
reference.
Sorry.
Okay, Bud, do you think aliens
Go-
exist?
You know what my mom always said when I was growing up is that if aliens exist, they're already here. So, or at least they've already been here. I don't know if that holds any weight or not, but it's always
there's
been
no
in the
way.
back of my mind. Now shut up. How do you know? How do you know we're not aliens?
Bush is an alien 2016.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't think we're
Aliens did
but,
9/11 2016.
but I have a perception that alien life, could take any form. You have no idea what an alien looks like. It could be, a multicellular organism, or it could be some kind of small microbiotic thing that you wouldn't even recognize. So
Okay. Delta?
I think from a scientific point of view, the probabilities are so high, it would be stupid to say it's no. Like, there's a very good chance out there, and the amount of planets. Like, if you guys played what's that game, No Man's Sky, or that other one there we played, Elite Dangerous, seeing how many, and putting that into perspective of how many planets and how many other star systems there are out there, it's just incredible. And I figure there's no way there's other life. And like Bud said, it's probably not going to be anything looking towards what we are right now. It would probably be something like either something very basic, like cellular organisms on the unicell level, or if you're looking at grand scheme, it'd probably be, crazy aliens of battleships, having a war somewhere, and we have no idea about it.
I like that. Ayo?
Well, yeah. I mean, I believe that definitely. I don't think we're the only beings in the universe. Being so large and ever growing. Do they look like us? Well, we don't know. But I believe that. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're out there somewhere, or here, or not. But I think it would be very egotistical of us to believe we're the only species with the ability to speak and produce. There's got to be more out there than just a tiny blue planet in the solar system. having millions and millions of planets out there. So yeah, I definitely believe that aliens exist, and I guess all we need is the smoking gun on that one, and you know the rest is history.
Okay. I guess I'll go next. Yes, I think there is alien life out there, and my reason is there's just vastly a lot of space. Just thinking that we're the only ones here, it's kind of a waste. Just how much space is out there. It would be pretty sad if we're the only living things in the universe. So I believe there is alien life out there because there's just so much space out there.
Too
think
much
to add
space
to that-
out there.
Yeah, too much space.
Yeah,
I was gonna
starts
say-
closing back in.
I was gonna say to add to that, like, how did we start? Right, we started from being chemical reactions that were geared to helping each other, eventually form the cell, and so on and so forth. And what's that to stop happening from some, like, let's say somewhere else, right? It's just a chemical reaction from the base point of view.
Yeah, we're actually made out of a star, the remaining of a supernova.
Yeah, and chemical reactions are happening everywhere, no matter like if we see them or not. And
Yeah.
that's why I think sure
Add-
it's going to be
add-
happening somewhere else.
Add millions of years to the mix, shit. The probabilities are huge.
Evolution.
Unless you're, a religious folk, then you might think otherwise. But open-minded, I believe that, there's no way that we're it, and that's it.
Right. Yeah.
Because then going back to the original first question of would you colonize? Well, heck, if we're the only ones, then what choice do we have? Pretty soon we're running out of resources here. So we're going to have to start going somewhere else to mine places and, do all the garbage we do to this planet. So it kind of goes hand in hand, right?
Oh yeah.
And what's funny is this kind of leads into another question. I don't know if we're allowed to do this to veer into a new question with the podcast, but this kind of veers into if there is aliens out there, do we want them to know we're here?
That's a
depends.
scary question. It is really
If
scary.
they have interstellar travel, then they will see us as
But we already do
As
that,
food
right?
or as supply or
We
as they
already
won't see
do.
us.
We already do a lot of stuff to let aliens know we're here. NASA
I know
constantly
we do.
sending out probes.
We should.
Radio frequencies that we've been sending for the past 100 years keep going forward in outer space. Eventually, somebody's going to pick up the signal. How many satellites we have out there with different kinds of languages in them that we're expecting to be caught by some alien. Oh, look, whatever the hell this is, they're out there. Let's go find them. So we are making effort into finding them. I guess the question is, do we want, hopefully that the ones that actually find it are friendly. And
But
not,
the probability of that will be, in my personal belief, the probability of that is really low. That they'll be friendly.
well,
So that's why I
gonna,
think it's a
I
little
think that'll
stupid to be-
intertwine with the third question that Tiger has installed for us. So I'll
Okay.
probably wait.
Okay. Irish block. You gonna go ahead?
Yeah, I think that there's alien life out there. I mean, who are we to say that there's not? What do we know? Like, honestly, we're like just this little speck on a planet. We're just now learning about other planets like outside of our solar system and stuff. So like, there's no way that we can tell if there are people out, like other organisms out there. But I believe that there are.
Right on.
Just because, like, how could there not be? Like, there's so much stuff out there, and it's like constantly growing too. So like,
Yeah, because the universe is expanding right now as we speak.
exactly.
Cool, cool. Tried it?
I think that there's alien. You know how like some people say, or some scientists, quote unquote, say that like octopuses are actually aliens because they're not technically alike any other organism on the planet. So like, what if like thousands of years ago, octopuses were sent here to like do what we were talking about in colonizing a planet, but they just like failed, and they were just here ever since.
What if we are those octopuses?
Yeah, what
just
if we're like
evolved?
the evolution of those aliens, octopuses, that just failed?
My girlfriend agrees with you. She's like, yeah, those things are stupid.
He makes a
Yeah.
good point.
I mean, that's an interesting thought, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But even if that was the purpose, they should leave some sort of technology behind for them to contact whoever sent them back.
Yeah, but what if they're not that advanced?
The
Like,
pyramids.
it's easy. It's way easier to put a bunch of little octopuses on a rocket that could carry them so far, and then they could just drift in space for the rest of the time until they find somewhere to go, than it
You
is
just
to
drop
make
them
an
off.
entire computer system and have them communicate across the entire galaxy.
Okay.
Or maybe the octopuses. I don't know why we're talking about octopuses so much, but
I mean, it's
maybe
a good
the
example.
octopuses are actually like they're like little like organisms that are supposed to kill everything on this planet in the near future, and then we could all die because there's going to be some giant organism that's going to come and take over the
But-
planet.
You're saying it like we don't know about the evolution of octopus.
Well, no,
Is it-
I mean every organism, no matter where it comes from, could have
My
evolution.
girlfriend's laughing her ass off.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I'm just
This-
saying
this is
evolution
a
makes
Butts
sense
comment,
of
essentially.
pods. I mean, as a
don't know the
conservation
evolution at all, nope.
biologist, I just have to
It's-
say something.
Randomly appeared like yesterday, dude.
Exactly.
Shit, what do we
yeah.
do?
well, no, I'm saying like it's possible that they come from somewhere else, and they're like on a mission to destroy us or whatever, but they still evolve. Like,
Those are
Everything
Well,
has to
they've
adapt.
done a shitty job.
They
let me tell
severely
you.
I
failed to
know,
evolve.
right?
Okay,
mean,
Mario? Oh,
They said
actually,
they
say
water
shot, go.
creature against. Okay, so I think there are aliens. You know, obviously, as someone mentioned how massive space is, our galaxy alone has trillions of stars, and we're one galaxy out of a trillion. So that's just a real disgustingly large number. Now, even though the conditions for life that we understand are still pretty slim, even with the number of possible planets, you know, it's still a good chance. And we, you know, there could be life that's not carbon-based like we are. It could be based off some other chemical. You know, we don't know, because we have yet to actually discover something like that. But, I mean, there's got to be something out there. And what makes me sad is, you know, we're probably all going to die and not know. But, you know,
Well, I mean, the other little outlook to it is just seeing how we evolve in technology now. We're in a really good spot how technology is evolving.
Yeah.
That's one thing I look at it. Mario?
Um, I think that that it is a huge possibility. I mean, there's tons of space for them to be in, and there's the whole like multiple like galaxies and multiple like continuums and species of life and everything. And then like also when you look at it, there's the evidence, like that like on History Channel, they aliens, where like there's just a lot of things that just seemed impossible without other outside help like that. I mean, I'm usually a guy of evidence, and sometimes some little things like that kind of sway my opinion. But in terms of like the possibility, yeah, I think it's definitely there.
Cool, cool. Any more comments?
Octopuses are just bad terrorists.
Gosh darn, tried it.
My girlfriend's crying right now in the corner.
all right, well,
Oh.
let's think about this. If you sent a creature to destroy us, why would you send something that can only live in the water?
Well, wait, how do we? But
No.
how? If you were saying earlier about how scientists really
My
can't tell
girlfriend
what's
says
on a planet.
we started in water.
Yeah, well, okay. So scientists really can't
Yes.
tell what's on a planet from far
Thank
away.
you
So
for
what if
saying
they
that,
sent
though.
something here, seeing the blue and thinking that it was mostly water, which it is, and they thought that we would live in the water
This
because that's
is
what mostly
a-
covers the Earth.
Well, at one
Damn.
point, water did
No.
cover the Earth.
Yeah. So what if it was way back then?
Yeah, he makes
Yeah.
a solid argument.
Well,
They're just
Even
bad
even
terrorists.
when water covered the Earth, it's not like the supercontinent of Pangea didn't fucking exist. It's like I don't know. This
Yeah,
is
but
a crazy
you can only see
conversation.
so much from like.
life started
course,
in,
life
in
started
the
in
ocean,
the ocean,
so they
yeah.
targeted that.
I'm not disputing that. It's just like you
Like,
gotta
you
see
remember-
the whole fucking scale
Remember
of
that
things,
Star
you
Trek
know?
movie? Remember the Star Trek movie where they went back in time to get whales to bring them back so the alien place wouldn't destroy the Earth? Remember that? That was a movie.
You're
Did
basing
not
your
It's
I did not see
Philosophy
that.
Basing
on
your
Star
theory
Trek?
off a movie now?
Yeah, I am. Star Trek was definitely real.
Okay. Let's go to the next topic at hand. Which civilization do you believe were helped by aliens? Why or why not? Nice. Trina, go ahead.
Oh, okay. You want the crazy person to start?
Yes.
Can you repeat the question? I didn't get the question.
Which civilization do you believe were helped by aliens? Why or why not? Civilization here on Earth.
Ooh.
Okay, so I took Latin for 3 years, so I guess I have to say that the, like, Rome, or like all of Italy and the Greeks and stuff, because like, some of the stuff that they were coming up with was just like out of this world.
God damn it.
Yeah, like, if you've seen Game of Thrones, you know about the giant soldier statue that sits over the
Over
like
the free city of Bravos.
yeah, you know,
Again,
that
basing
giant
it off
soldier. It's
movies.
based off of Colossus, which is the same thing but in Italy. So like, how else were you gonna build that without some like crane thing to lift it up? Which you would basically need hydraulics to do that, unless you have like millions of people lifting it at the same time.
Or
So I just
millions of
think-
slaves in Egypt's case.
Well, yeah, but they didn't have that many people, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, how are you even gonna do that without that sort of technology? I mean, lifting stuff is it seems basic, but it's really quite difficult.
The pyramids of Giza.
Do you
Yeah.
even lift, bro?
Yeah, what if Transformers is real and they're just put technology inside the pyramids and we just haven't found it yet?
There's a giant laser that's going to eat the
Exactly,
sun
it's
inside of the
gonna-
pyramid. Is that
yeah.
what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Bumblebee, save us.
Not to mention ancient civilizations like the
Transform for
Sumerians that straight up believed that they were descendants of aliens.
Yeah, and what if like we all think that the Greek gods are nonsense and like we have evolved religion and all that, but what if it's real and all the Greek gods were just aliens and that's why they worship them? Like in I don't want to spoil it. Never mind. I was gonna say
Spoil
like in
it.
Suicide Squad. But
Spoil it?
let's not spoil it.
Okay. Ayo?
I guess I would say, in a way, yeah. I mean, take the Incas for example. A lot of their stone building is up until today impossible to replicate, even by modern standards. You know, the way that they could put one stone next to the other, you can't fit a sheet of paper through them. You know, now is that alien? I don't know. You know, just like you guys are saying, the pyramids of Giza could be an example of that. But at the same time, I mean, we need to consider, you know, there were a lot of slaves back then, and not to think that the old civilizations did not know what they were doing. I believe they knew exactly what they were doing. You know, they just had a lot of manpower at their disposal to get things done. You know, but with that said, you know, there's a lot of uh, ancient ruins in South America that defies that. You know, the sheer size of stones being moved from one place to another. You know, where there is no stones. You know, how did they do that? You know, and not only that, but to actually put it somewhere that fits in the exact position where all the others are and are unmovable till today. You know, it would take several hundred or thousand people to actually move these several hundred ton stones and place them, not even considering the fact that, you know, chiseling to a precision mathematical composition and that it just fits, you know. I mean, you have a whole bunch of architects until today can't seem to figure out how the hell did they manage to do that, you know, with the limited amount of tools that they had, which, you know, it's you can only do so much with with a chisel and a hammer.
Like a
Yeah.
lot of the ancient civilizations didn't even have cement. They just like fit rocks into place and they just stayed there.
And it stays there, and they're there here thousands of years later. That thing is still holding. Come hell or high water, it's still in place. You know, we build stuff today that, you know, the first shake of the ground, it just collapses. You know, but they've now. Granted, you know, we're not going to compare a modern house with a 100-ton stone. Obviously, the stone's not going anywhere, but the I guess the precision in cutting the stone, which even today with what they use with diamond cutting, they can't seem to replicate that to make it match, just baffles me. More than thinking that it's aliens, more how did they do that would be a very interesting thing for me to find out.
And to add to that, if I can go next, there's a documentary on Netflix. Now, I'm not saying I watched a documentary and I believe 100% what it says, but one of the things they're pointing out with the pyramids themselves is not only that was the technology for cutting it, like you're saying, not there, but additionally, um, there was a lot of venting that they were using. There was a lot of technology in terms of getting a lot of hot air, sort of like if you're doing a reaction chamber and how to evacuate the hot gases in order to do more of explosions or whatever they were doing. And so the belief is in the Netflix documentary that they were using pyramids as reactors of some sort. Now I'm not saying if I believe it or
Yeah,
not,
I've heard
but
that.
it kind of
I've
makes
heard that
sense.
theory. Yeah. Yeah, that I've heard that one. And the Babylonians, for instance, if you see their hieroglyphics on the wall, there's actually one that shows that they invented the light bulb. Just blows you away. It's like a what the fuck, But sure enough, if you look at the stones, the carvings, there it is. A light bulb lit up by energy. How? I don't know. You have civilizations in India and Malaysia that they talk about aliens coming out. I mean, if you take time to read the Indian gods, Indonesia and Malaysia and all, it just blows you away. How they have all this technology to build stuff that they couldn't do it by themselves. It's all in the carvings. And how did they manage to do that, and the precision of things, and even that, add to the fact that the pyramids, how they are aligned perfectly to a particular constellation, and how they align with one another, and all. I mean, it takes a really smart engineer to why you want to put these things in certain places. It's not done randomly. It's built for a purpose. So the fact of finding out the purpose is, I think it's really the interesting part of the conversation.
Yeah, does some of the temples or pyramids have some nuclear radiation radiating from it?
I do not know that for a fact.
I know for in Mexico, I know some of the pyramids or temples, whatever you want to call it, has some radiation radiating from the temple, the top portion of the temple. That's where some people theorize that it was actually a platform for spaceships.
That's interesting.
I guess I'll go next. Civilizations were affected. Yeah. One thing that I was reading back in high school, or probably was in high school or just in my own time, that there's a certain symbol that has been repeated past civilizations. The symbol has been found on different civilizations on different parts of the earth. There is no way for these civilizations to communicate with each other. Like, for example, China, Japan, uh, and Afghanistan or Egypt here in the States, there's this certain symbol that keeps coming up, and they have no idea how all these civilizations came up with this symbol.
Talking about the one that looks like the dragon?
It was either the dragon or it was I'm not sure it was a dragon, but it was something else. It could be the dragon. But this symbol was coming up, and they have no idea how it came. It was brought upon. Like, was it religion or belief? But they had to get it from somewhere. So I do believe back thousands of years that these aliens came to planet Earth that influence our religion or our technology in some way or another. And then at some point they just lost interest and left us behind.
User in your channel timed out.
And we lost somebody. So I don't know, it's just interesting. And also also the radiation from some of the temples in Central America and South America that has some radiation at the tip of their temple. It's just interesting. The evidence is there. It's just how you take it.
Yeah, I agree completely with that statement. It's all about how we want to interpret events of history and whatnot.
As long as we're going along with movie theory here, which I am, there's like that whole part in Transformers where they say that everything was reverse engineered from Megatron. So what if we actually did contact aliens and we're just like copying them, and that's how everything was made?
What if we're still reverse engineering Megatron?
Exactly. Now you're getting it, straight shot.
Trisha, go ahead.
User entered your
All right,
channel.
so I don't think we have, because I feel like if you compare all these civilizations that you guys have talked about, no one of them it was set super far ahead. And if a species came here from another solar system, they would be advanced on a level far beyond, interest of wanting to mess with us. They see, they would look at our planet and say, that's resources. Let's fill up the ship and let's get on out of here, or whatever. I don't think they'd stay around to do little social experiments and stuff like that.
But that's your human mind thinking.
I mean, what if there was resources and they just ate them up, all them up back in the day, and now those resources that could have been used for energy are gone?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about, geology. I feel like we might be able to figure that out, like figure if there was, something done. We could tell if it's not natural, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah, because they probably have technology way beyond our imagination. They just got everything that they needed, and this went on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
except when things predate natural history and you don't have a baseline from which to gauge, certain circumstances, so you really don't know if something like that could have occurred or not, honestly.
Yeah, just how you take it, man. Irish?
Okay, so this whole time I've been thinking about this question. So I've been like looking on Wikipedia about like at first I was gonna say the Olmecs. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Olmecs. Anyone? No.
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 No. Okay, they're like an old like one of the first Mesoamerican like people, and they carved these giant heads that were like super big, and like nobody could figure out how they carved them. So I was gonna say them. But then I was looking online and people debunked that really easily, so I was like, nah, never mind, I'm not gonna say them. So I decided I'm gonna say the Rapa Nui people who made the Easter Island heads, those big ones that like go
Underground?
really far into the ground. Yeah. Like how the heck
User
could they
in
have
your
moved
channel
those?
timed
Like, let's
out.
be real.
Yeah, how the heck did they do it?
I don't think they could have moved them, honestly, without like help.
Yeah, but why would they
User
help
entered
them
your
and then let them
channel.
all die out? Because you know the story of Easter Island, right? Rapa Nui.
I do not. People, please inform me.
Well, they started building larger and larger idols out of wood, the statues you describe, and it got to the point they essentially deforested their
Yeah.
entire.
Yeah, they killed themselves, basically.
Yeah, there was like 100 of them left after it was all over.
Okay, bear with me here. What if it was like God, what am I trying to think of? Indiana Jones, where that like skull made that lady go like insane
The
over
crystal
the skull.
skull.
Yeah, what if like those statues like drove those people so insane of like idolizing these beings that like
Oh
they
yeah,
killed
no,
themselves
absolutely. I
off?
think that's basically what happened. But my question then was, why would like aliens come here and let that happen if they were like playing any kind of a part in their civilization?
Well,
Who knows?
what
Maybe it
if
was
their
local.
coming was just a small detour, just to check us out and then take off? It could be too, A lot of the folklore in South America is based on that. They came, and then kind of like Easter Island. They started to build all this stuff, and then they took off, and then they continued doing it. In hopes that they would come back, but they never did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like us. Like we like messing with people. Like maybe they like messing with people.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who's next? Mario and Delta's go.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
See, pretty much everything that I was gonna say has been brought up, with like the, the pyramids and the Incas and like all of the structures that they had that just seemed impossible to make, without like, because they were using like primitive, like building styles, and they just couldn't really, it doesn't seem possible what they did, especially when like the Incas, AO was talking about the stone walls that they had, how like everything fit perfectly, can't fit a sheet of paper in it, and it's just like, how did they do that without like user error? Like if they had to carve that, Like there's like no user error to be found. It's like machine cut perfect. It's just like, how did they do it?
Even
So
with machines, we can't replicate
yeah,
it.
even with machines that can do that perfectly almost, it doesn't compare, to what they did by hand, which by hand means they're like, how do you not have a user error? That's what I don't get. So,
Yeah, but what if they just did it like a million times until they got it right?
Yeah, that's what I would
well, I
think
mean,
too,
yeah,
right?
that's another thing that I was thinking about. Like maybe they demanded perfection, so they had this one guy make like a billion of them until it was like, okay, it fits
Or
perfect.
not even one guy. What if they just had like 1,000? I mean, slaves were a thing. What if they just had 1,000
Well, I mean, yeah,
slaves
they've got like
working?
1,000 of them, but they've got like one out of the 1,000. Like your job is this stone that goes right here. You keep doing it until it fits perfect, and then it's like, okay, you move up one. Keep doing it.
Damn. That just sucked back in the day.
This
But,
guy
I mean,
makes like
it's
1,000
not like there was
of
probably
them.
nothing else to do, right?
Yeah,
mean-
this is true. Now we have all this social media and entertainment to get us distracted.
Well, we have freedom. I mean, like AO brought up, I think it was that there was a lot of slave labor.
Straight shot?
All right.
I know
I
yours is
already
gonna be
answered.
good.
I
Oh,
already
you already
answered this
answered?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
So who's left? I think it's Delta's girlfriend then. Delta?
Well, I don't think that aliens were involved with past civilizations. I don't know. Like, I look at Michelangelo's sculptures, and he didn't have any technology, and yet look at what he's done. So I don't think that was done like the pyramids and stuff are done by like a higher beings. That's my reasoning.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Okay. Awesome. So let's go to the bonus question. Ding ding ding. Go bud.
What
No
the hell?
sound effect.
What's the bonus question?
Oh, tell us your best joke.
Wow. Fail, guys.
Your best joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
AO
Okay.
soundboard. I get the
Okay.
AO
Yeah.
soundboard. Hit
The
it.
AO soundboard. Which
Yeah.
one?
The
All of
scream.
them.
Oh shit. Let's see here.
Ah! Yeah. That was not a good transition by us.
You can just
Okay.
edit it out. It's fine.
So that's what
So-
happens when you throw bonus content in there without informing the sound guy. God.
So who wants to go first with the best joke that they have? Any takers? Okay, I guess
What do
I'll
you
go
call-
first.
Oh,
Okay,
I
go
got
ahead.
it.
Okay.
What do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
I don't know.
Oh, like a lot of us.
God
Oh,
damn it.
Jesus.
I got one.
No.
All right. Why are gay men so fashionable?
Why?
They spent a lot of time in the closet.
God
That one kind
damn
of made me feel bad.
it. Wow, that hurts inside. Okay, I guess I'll go with mine. Mine's a pretty long joke. So it's a joke and an event that happened in the military for me. So I was in the AIT center, which is you train for your job for the military, and I had this battle buddy, a friend that I work with. Let's call him John. So John and I are really good friends back in the training exercises, and we came back from a night. It was during the weekend, and we were allowed to leave the base. So we came from the night, and we came to our base and our rooms, and then the sergeant came knocking on our door. It's like, hey, they needed 2 guys to do CQ, which is a 24-hour shift, and all you do is you do pull guard in front of the building, or in front of the building, and also inside the building where they see people coming in. So we make sure the right people go into the building, and the wrong people to stay out of the building. So we were just sitting there in the office, just minding our own business, and then we got a new soldier come in. So he was sitting outside, and then like we went outside, talked to him. It's like, hey man, you can chill inside the office until the sergeant comes back, so he can brief you into the to get your room and see what's going on. So he came into the office. He had this really big bag, a green duffel bag, and some other stuff. And we asked him, "Hey, you need some help?" And he looked at us like, "No, I don't need your help." So that was kind of odd with us. So he carried his 3 bags. Two. It was a big duffel bag, a smaller one, and a briefcase. So he left it there in the office, and okay, we just let that little weird comment slide by. We talked to him. He seemed like a pretty good guy. And then his duffel bag started moving, and it was kind of weird. So we asked him about it, and it's like, and then he responded by saying, "Mind your own fucking business." It's like, okay, this guy's pretty weird. His phone started ringing, and then he steps out of the office, and then the bag started moving again. Um, so I asked my friend, "So should we check this bag out? It could be a fucking person inside." And he said, my friend said, he was too afraid to check it out. So I went up there and opened the bag.
Is that the punchline?
And what? What happened? Wait,
Yeah, I thought that. What's in the
I thought you were
bag?
gonna hit us with something.
Mind your
else.
own fucking business.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I got
Someone
a
kick
sound
it.
effect for that one.
Dang.
Hey, that was the best one I have. That was original.
Oh God.
That's
Well,
terrible. That makes it even
jeez.
worse.
I'll try and save it. Okay.
Okay.
Save the
Why
date.
didn't the lifeguard save the hippie?
Why?
Why?
He was too far out, man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
What does an out of business brothel sign say? Beat it, we're closed.
Hey,
Boo.
what's green and fuzzy and falls out of a tree?
What is that?
A pool table.
What?
Why is a pool table green?
What?
It'd
What?
be green too if someone was hitting your balls around all day.
Ooh, the connection.
Irish, you have one?
Alright. So 3 guys go to a ski lodge. Okay, but there aren't enough rooms, so they gotta share a bed. And so in the middle of the night, the one guy on the right wakes up and says, "I have this wild dream, guys. I just got a hand job in this dream. It was crazy." And the guy on the left wakes up and he's like, "Oh my god, me too. That's crazy." And then the guy in the middle wakes up and he's like, "Guys, I just dreamed I was skiing."
I heard this one.
Me too. Hey, yo.
Okay. Okay. It's probably kind of silly, but all right. So 2 pigs go to a restaurant. Waiter comes over. "What do you guys want to eat?" Pig says, "Oh, I want a shit sandwich with a lot of onions." The other pig says, "No, hold the onions. I don't want my breast to stink."
Wow.
Sorry.
These are only getting worse.
Oh dear.
Does anybody else have any good ones?
All right. Father catches his kids jerking off. He tells them, "Hey man, stop doing that. You're gonna go blind." And kid says, "Oh, but at least until I get prescription glasses."
Why does Santa Claus have such a big load? He only comes once a year.
Delta's girlfriend?
Wow.
Do you have any good ones?
Yeah, she's gonna follow that one.
Yeah?
She says she doesn't have any.
Oh, okay.
But guys, if Trump replaces Obama as president, orange will be the new black.
Oh.
It's gonna be great.
What's red and smells like blue paint?
I don't know.
Red paint.
God damn it. I had expectations. Destroyed them. Well, let's get one last one and then we'll call it. Any takers? Come on, I know you have one.
What's
What's white, black, and red all over?
You in
A
about a minute?
newspaper.
Oh.
Boo.
Boo.
What's green and has wheels?
Car?
Grass. I lied about the wheels.
Alright, this is getting terrible.
Yeah, this is pretty
just
bad.
end it.
Okay. So Okay, the soundboard guy got a
is
little
that too
trigger happy.
premature?
That was
Sorry.
premature.
That was the punchline right there.
We're just like, we're done.
Okay, so thank you for attending to the podcast. To check us out, it's gonna be we're gonna have the link to our website in the description below. Check us out. We're a fun group that you have
We're
noticed.
the best goddamn group ever.
Yeah, with our little bad jokes here and there. And yeah, thank you
Here
for
and
tuning
there,
in.
everywhere.
Every there.
Mad about the reels.
Taco Talks.